They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, displaying that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dirender, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
And that's how the four houses were made.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
I should say the same to you, with your change of color.
You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Do you think he resurrects?
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Man. So, like, he kept that red eye, and I guess he took the yellow eye from that slain Nidhogg. So the deed's been done then. Also, yeah, red does look suit better for you.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
There also probably would have been, like, extra dialogue if Vistinian was with me in that dungeon, instead of actual people.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
I probably should have paid attention to it a bit more, but like I should feel worried more about Eastvale or Easale, also known as Ice Hearts. Like, God, like she was been lied to about believing that she was a part of Shiva. My God. I wonder what's gonna happen to her now. Like, she was part of a false god. After Hraesvelgr told the truth about her. I still gotta look back at the recording, like what he actually said. I was more like distracted that he was talking in like a native, like a dragon language, and I was questioning like either if I was gonna talk over him or wait until he finishes speaking or just not talk. I should have paid more attention. But I'm still trying it. It's been a while since I played this, so still bear with me. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Oh, okay. Attuning with the Aether Current allows you to better understand the area's movement of winds. Hold up. Oh, I get it. Okay, that just makes it faster. Okay, so what about the mana cutter key? Ah, there it is. It's a mount. And I can also use that. That's pretty cool. Uh-huh. I got the orchestra roar of the worm, and also summoning the mana cutter, which, let's see. Where is my mounts? Yeah, here we go. Yep, Magitech armor, Black Chocobo, Behemoth. I have the Ifrit one, or no, the Titan one, the Leviathan, Ramu, and Shiva's. But I don't have every single horse. The song begins. Estinian would know the origin of Nidhogg's mysterious eye. Wait, so yeah, back in that flashback, they took 2 of his eyes, so he would have been blind. So he was probably questioning why he got a 3rd eye. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe that was Hraesvelgur's eye, because when we saw him in the cutscene, getting to do a parlay with him, he only had 1 eye. I didn't even get to point that out, that he had an eye missing, so maybe that was one of his. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgur remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Icehard yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Yeah. She's been at Zenith the whole time, just questioning herself like, what have I done? Who am I? It's like that one shadow picture. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I have a fucking jump button. I'm not able to fly yet, but I can still drive this thing. This is actually so funny. But this definitely shows proof that I defeated Nidhogg. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgur to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learned the truth of its beginning. The whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under a new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye. Unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield 1/2 of my strength. Here it is. Oh, I can see colors now. Oh god, not again. What the fuck? Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatoska's eyes, and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elysin. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cast Ratatoska her life, and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Haste, Felger. 'Twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee and I to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. Thy bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. My vengeance is begun! They really were just like, hey, brother, can I have one of your eyes? And he was like, okay. That was it. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloodly and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life, and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. So wait, what happened to the actual Shiva? That's what I want to know, actually. Also, yeah, level 58. Should get a new job quest ready. Oh, this was probably in the flashback. That's right. According to legend, an Elysian maiden named Shiva fell in love with the dragon Hraesvelgr, as her life is but a blink of an eye compared to the ageless dragons. Shiva besought Hraesvelgr to devour her so her soul would be entwined with his for eternity. Oh. Though reluctant at first, Hraesvelgr honored Shiva's request and inspired an alliance between man and dragon that lasted for 200 years. The calming influence of Shiva's soul kept Hraesvelgr from participating in the Dragon Song War. Okay, wow. In time, demonized by the Holy See of committing the grave sin of laying with dragons, Shiva became a patron saint to the heresy cult that sided with the Dravanian horde. Izael Dangolian, known as Lady Iceheart, attempts to summon Shiva's essence into her own body and becomes an avatar for her perceived vision of her faith's saint to battle the Warrior of Light, but is defeated. Yep. Oh, I remember that too, when she tried to transform into Shiva to fight against Ravana, but it was easily defeated by her. Izael would later learn, to her shock and dismay, that the Shiva she summoned was but a collective manifestation of her and her fellow heretics' beliefs and prayers. Okay. So, it was just a fake. And Hraesvelgr knew this. Unrest in Ishgard. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hraesvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. Yeah, so, okay, so now I'm understanding it more.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
Yeah, you're right. He had 2 eyes. Where is the other?
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
Wait. Do you think the other eye is there? Do you think it's in Ishgard?
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Yeah, she was here the whole time. What?
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us
We
away,
humans are
Warrior of
assholes.
Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Let us away. I must
Wait.
away.
I would join you. There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Excellent. We're all a good team now. Let's huddle. Let's move.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Oh, baby. What? He's still here? Oh my god. He was under La Habrea's wing. Oh my god. I knew something was up with that Archbishop. The moment I saw him. He shrugged. I knew something was up with that Archbishop. He is under the wing of La Habrea. I can't believe he's still alive. There!
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady!
She is come. Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more. Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low. The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
Whoa, okay. Man, she really did a good job that part. The voice actor?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Man, we have stopped a Dragon Song war for all eternity. The long-ending war between dragon and man has come to an end. All because of us two. Or, I guess, us three. So, yeah, I guess, I would have to probably look it up. I guess the reason he changed his color is because he is now the Azure Dragoon. I guess that's supposed to mean like it's an upper class or like a title or something. But the red does look good on him. That's crazy. I guess it must mean that after killing one of the big dragons. That was rather too close for comfort. but 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. That I did. Also, that really still gave me, like, a question, like, how the fuck did Laha Brea live? God, yeah, like, how did he freaking survive after that whole explosion in the Praetorium? Where he was helping out Gaius van Balzar and the ultimate weapon. How did he live through that? I guess he, like, vanished, I guess. He probably just escaped. Holy shit, dude. I can't believe he's here. And he's helping out the Archbishop. I knew something was up with that guy. I played Final Fantasy 13, and I'm just like, I would not trust an Archbishop. Especially in these Final Fantasy games. Ugh. He who would not be denied. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Brygarn? Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mist together? Along with Estinian? Never was there more likely alliance, nor one to magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Aymeric to Fortaunt Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well. Brygarn and I shall wait you there. Oof. Hiccupities. Where have they dared to go away on me? Out of my chest. I do pray tell. God, yeah. We have ended a great war. I can't believe it. Ever since we first stepped foot in Kurthus and found out about the heretics with Dravanian people, it all led to this. But yeah, I guess he's now questioning. Oh, wait. Oh, it's probably gonna fuck me up, because, like, what if the other eye, the Archbishop, has it? And the dragons are trying to get to that castle where he is to get it. That's why they keep doing these wars. Oh, man. Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out later, like to find out where the other eye is.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelgr? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
Of course, it always leads to man's fault for bringing war. It always comes to us.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emeric, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
Something's gonna happen to him, I know it.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him. That which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it. Even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Oh. Really?
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
He should be the rightful heir to the throne of Ishgard.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Nods in agreement.
Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Yep, we always know the latter. Something bad might happen to him when he confronts his dad. Wow, bastard son of the Archbishop. We know something bad is gonna happen. Like, he's gonna, like, not listen to him and would probably want to get rid of him. My god. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear there will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. But who? Ill-weather friends. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortomps and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might as well be persuaded to assist in Sir Amaric's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Brygarn reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of the revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks, Estinian. With your brothers heed your commands if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while you, the Highborn, fight amongst themselves. How very wise, Brygon. We should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Oh, jeez. Am I sure I've had enough to drink? Brygarn, Alphino. Gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru. How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilberlant and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? You're not serious. What was Sir Amaric thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if ever I have heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. Okay. Question the residents of the Broom. Are they snowball fighting? Oh my god. Wait, they're actually throwing snowballs at me. I just noticed. I don't know a goddamn thing about the Mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. They really are throwing snowballs at me. That's actually pretty funny. They don't like me here. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Well, we're slumped. Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected, these revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Totaru's ears are as sharp as ever. Yeah, you got that right. The spice of life. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gibberlant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knights, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. I mean, we should have asked him first. Just saying. We could have just asked him first. Here you are. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Brygarn. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you to the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me, agreed? Okay. I had to go see a hunter in the Pillars. There you are. Hulking Hunter. So you're Gibberlant's errand boy. Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always. Right. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Okay. Thank you for thank you for the delivery. I guess, yeah, good thing I'm not on a fetch quest. Like, I'm not really doing that much in these main story quests anymore. Like, having to hunt down monsters for a certain bit of material needed. They don't really do that to me anymore in the main story. Also, usually for, like, job quests, they have you hunt down certain monsters. Which I probably should be continuing my machinist job quests in the meantime. But at this point, it's all just main story. Yeah, I think the episode that came up for today, too, was the, I think it was the escape plan back at the Castrum Poseidons. Or I think it's one of the other castrums. We were trying to rescue Minfilia and the others. Oh, you're going to hand them over, or not? Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip full of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Oh, I have to actually make them drunk and then spill the beans. Noble indiscretions. Now that I think on it, there is a woman I know who would rather fond of this blend. Aye. Eritha, or Heritha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another. I forget. Anyway, it'd be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? We're back in the fucking pillar again. Yes, I am Erthia. Or Eritha. Beg pardon, but do I know you, sir? I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that Baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God's the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Hure made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from this service, cast out into the streets like so much refused. Belly started to grow. You mean like she got pregnant? After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Oh. Jesus. God, that's so horrible. Jesus, that's what made me fear the most about people out there. Like, my friend would always remind me, like, just when I think I feel at my worst, that there are always going to be other people out there that I've had it more worse. And that's, like, how does that make me feel better about that? Because, like, I would feel bad about them than myself. But then that would also mean that I should not worry about myself. But that would also make me feel a lot concerned about everybody else out there who have had it more worse than me. So, the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then cast her aside when the seed takes root. Yep, she was pregnant. She was pregnant? Not the most original tale, is it? Hold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. God, I'm so sorry for your loss, man. A child apart. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldo, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the Broom. A man of many vows, but none of which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Geraldo. Hallon's blessings be upon you, sir. A gift? For me? The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me attend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was. So full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over. But those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Wait a second. Oh, shoot. Do you think this is gonna... No. You don't think this is gonna lead up to Izael? Like, she was that child, right? Or am I fucking crazy? Oh god. What if that came to be? Like, she was that daughter of that poor mother that got treated so badly and died in the streets. She was a remarkable woman, Brygarn. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. For her daughter's future. Ooh. Oh. I don't like where this is going. Bloodlines. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Brygarn, and we can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. The Starveling? Still looking for your mongrel. Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? These all say the same thing. I'm looking for a Mongol with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the Brune. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? Oof. Yeah, that didn't go well. Have you made any progress, Brygarn? So our mongrel was born of an Elizan nobleman and a Hyuran maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. Wonder who that's gonna be. Fire and blood. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out in the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Brygarn. I have a premonition that this is not going to end well. Aw, shit. Here we go again. Oh, now I know what I forgot to get at the dollar store. God damn it. I needed a hairdryer. That was random. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you had no luck either? Ah! I'm sorry! Forget I said anything! Uh-oh. Wait, down there. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly after them. As I run trottingly into the location.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Oh god, who does that sound like?
Hilda!
Oh. Interesting. Wait, she's also a machinist.
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Oh, so a completely new character. Voice actor. Here we go. Jay Jacobs does the voice of Hilda. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights say. That must be... Yeah, that must have been the child's. The ruby eyes and the raven black hair, that's her. The daughter of that mother that died in the streets.